those pesky teenagers.
I am in the body of one of those pesky teenagers.
You actually brought it back to this world with you from Earth.
Yeah, like
Fabulous.
I'm angry.
I'm down with that. All right. So,
How
describe
dare
your
they
pesky
summon you?
teenager.
Okay, so probably average dude, kind of geeky looking, red hair, freckles, probably 14, 15 years old.
Okay. Now I am going to do a random calendar date generator to see what time period on Earth you were in. So we're gonna go from I'm gonna go from 75 to modern times. Sound good to you?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. It was January 4th, 1982. So you probably got a Walkman and
Nice.
Was disco
a
still a
Walkman.
big thing at that time?
No, it had just
No.
died. We
Oh,
were
okay.
just throwing
Yeah,
flowers
that
on it.
was the end of disco.
This was
He's-
like right before big hair bands. Like
Yes.
this
Yep.
is the very beginning of big hair bands.
Oh, okay. My mom
You
remembers
said
that
what
time well.
So what day you said July what? 1982?
Hang on. Let me go here. It was January 4th, 1982.
I heard July.
If you said July, it would have been KU's birthday.
Oh,
Yep.
KU wouldn't have been born for like 20
No.
years before that. So
No, but
I don't
hey.
I don't think KU was born in 1982. Otherwise, he'd be lying to us about his age.
Yeah, I'll be lying hardcore.
KU is actually 12,000 years old. Anyway.
Grab the holy water.
All right, so Agroth, you are in this kid's body. You may describe whatever else you've got, but you do have a Walkman.
A Walkman, some acid wash jeans.
Nice. So you look a little bizarre to the people of this world, but it's all good.
Probably have some braces.
Yes, yes.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, actually, y'all are at the end. Suddenly, this kid walks in after an eerie blue light crackles in the hallway.
So I do have to interrupt and say so the number one Billboard song was "Physical" by Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, nice.
Just saying, since you were talking about music.
Nice. All right. So here you are. And you folks, it hasn't been very long, but the folks here, Sarix has wandered off somewhere. You cannot find them. But you folks are left as some armed guards approach, and they're like, your invitation to the dinner at the Sultan's Palace.
Oh, but before we do that,
Yes.
I think that if I remember right, I was wanting to send a message to
Illyria.
Mike. Can I?
Oh
yeah, thank you.
About the rather disturbing behavior that Aaron demonstrated.
Yeah, between the what was that item? Where is it in my notes?
The dagger, the dragon
dagger, yeah.
dagger.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the thing that Aaron does not even know that they have.
And that Ale is very a little upset about.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, is everyone cool with accompanying the guards?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Okay.
thought it was morning. Who has dinner in the morning?
It's evening.
Oh, I thought they were all going to bed last time we were there.
Well, yes, but I
Yeah,
kind of passed the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where did the changeling go? He would be fine for this.
For dinner?
It's clearly it's gonna be his thing. They're all dressed up. He's whatever he is.
He is a whatever, yes.
All right. So the guards escort you to a down through the streets of Ulthar. You notice that the buildings become fancier. Instead of made of mud, they are made of marble with gold minarets at the top. The smells of incense waft out of various temples you pass. And finally, you arrive. You are taken into the Sultan's palace and led through several twisting corridors to a spacious apartment. Um, Here is a huge spread of food laid out on a table. There are servants everywhere, and at one end there is a masked gentleman wearing fine red robes. And one of the guards introduces him as Vizier Conlat, your host. And the vizier says, "Greetings. Would you please seat yourselves, make yourselves at home?"
Aaron just like quickly goes and sits down.
Well, thank you very much. He sits down. By the way, I cannot stop picturing Jafar. After you said Vizier.
He's kind of like that, but picture Jafar wearing skinny and tall like that, but wearing like a golden mask.
Okay.
He's also wearing black leather gloves. He looks you over rather curiously, Agroth.
I was just about to say, Agroth probably has the headphones of the Walkman on his ears, and he's like walking up, like bebopping, going to sit next to Aaron.
Ale, he looks to you and says, "You would be the healer, Ale, would you not?
Correct.
And what brings you to our fine city? We so seldom get visitors from the draconic tribes."
You might want to ask them. I'm just along for the ride. I don't know who the fuck these people are. I knew one of them, but he's gone.
Agroth's feeling looks hurt.
Yeah, Aaron looks over at Al with the most "Are you kidding me?" face ever.
Stormweaver probably looks the most appalled.
Oh, take a joke.
He looks to you, Stormweaver, and you seem to be a great warrior. Can you tell me?
There's something about a plague.
A plague? But what would you seek in our humble city for a plague?
Honestly, I kind of forgot about that. I'm just here to fight things.
I like you. You are an honest man.
And that is the truth, actually. I also forgot what we were doing.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
perfect. Take a fate point for that.
Okay.
Perfection.
All right, so okay, he's looking everybody over. He notices Winnie. He's like, "And you? What is your name, small one?"
Hello, my name is Winnie Shiny Fluff.
"Ah, Miss Shiny Fluff, it is a pleasure to have you in our fine kingdom. So, what is your business here, since none of the others one seems tight-lipped, and the other seems a bit obtuse?"
Well, we, as they mentioned, we are here finding information about a plague. Um, there has been something that has started in our city, and we were just following our clues to the clues that we've received, and it's led us here to Ulthar.
Very good, very good. Um, Please enjoy yourselves. Eat, drink, and be merry. He's looking at you very, very strangely, Agroth. He hasn't addressed you. He's kind of keeping to himself. He looks a little weirded out by the fact you're a 1980s teenager.
Would he pick up on that feeling?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm totally just gonna like play it up then, like kicking my feet up, hands behind my head.
And who might you be, young man?
My name is Agroth.
Agroth. It is a pleasure. You seem from a far country. These others are dressed as though they are from Balan. You are not dressed as any city I know of. Your costume is unique.
Thanks. I like to be unique.
All right, so dinner continues. He's just super nice, super sweet to everyone, making sure everyone's comfortable and happy. What does anyone want to ask him or do, or are you just trying to survive the dinner?
I do want to ask. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just I I put it in my head, like, considering everyone is like, I mean, obviously Agroth in true form is like 20 feet tall, but like as this teenager, he's not going to be 20 feet. He's going to be like maybe 5'6" or something, however
Right.
tall a teenager would be. But then we got Winnie, who's like 10 inches tall, and
Yeah.
everyone is being able to sit in a chair just fine. Like, I'm picturing like Winnie getting like this tiny chair that just sits on top of the table.
There's like little tiny utensils.
Considering Winnie can fly or float, and the other thing is you're all sitting on cushions.
Okay.
They don't generally have tables and chairs in Althar. The tables are quite low, and there are fine silk cushions.
Well, now I just picture her like holding her hands on the edge of the table, look, and you see her eyes over the edge. I'm sorry, I can't.
It's fine.
He was having a laughing fit over there quietly
I understand.
earlier.
Well, no, that laughing fit was from the obtuse comment, because then I pictured the Family Guy thing where the old man's like doing angles in his chair while Peter's like, "Oh, you're being cute." Whatever. That's why I laughed. That other thing was kind of funny to me.
Okay.
But I was just curious. I just had to know.
All right, so Winnie, what did you want to do?
I'm sorry. So I do want to look at him and ask. So we did encounter something very interesting, and I wanted to ask you about it if you don't mind.
I am your servant, Miss Shiny Fluff.
Well, thank you. So we had encountered that there has been numerous children that have gone missing,
Yes.
and and out of character, what were the things that we had encountered? That we in the boogeymen. But is that what they were in the cemetery?
Yes, that they were all converging on the cemetery to take the children to the demon spider or a minotaur. You couldn't
That's
exactly
right.
get the truth out of them, but you did send the demon spider packing back to its home dimension.
That's right. Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember if they were the boogeymen or if they ended up being something else. So okay.
Welcome.
Thank you. So we had found out that it was the boogeymen who were taking these children, and we were just wanting to know if you knew anything about it or can shed some light on
I know
what's going
nothing
on
of
with all.
boogeymen stealing children, but I am thankful that you have made the streets of Althar safe.
By the way, Aaron's kind of looking at Winnie very confusingly, like when did, like, thinking to themselves, when did this happen?
Oh, so that whole night was a blackout, I guess. For him.
Yeah, like they think that they were just asleep. So
Aaron's got to lay off the syrup.
Poor thing doesn't remember chasing after the boogeyman.
Nope, doesn't remember a thing.
Sorry.
Okay, basically, I need you, Winnie, to roll your empathy as a defense against the conversational skills of Vizier Conlat.
Oh.
Okay, you take 2 shifts of mental stress. So you can mark your number 2 box under mental.
Mhm.
And so what's happening is he's trying to get you to divulge information. You may attempt to use deceive to resist him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so roll your okay. Actually, why am I doing that? Okay. All right, you now take 5 shifts of stress. So, hang on, do you have will? You do not. All right, so you can take a mental consequence, or you can just be stressed out of the conversation and divulge one thing you don't want to tell him about your mission.
I'm trying to think, is there something that I wouldn't want to tell him? Um,
You can tell him you're headed to the nameless city in the south.
yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. At least that way I don't stay stressed out.
Yes, okay. So you're fine. He's gotten what he wanted, and he's like, the nameless city that sits far to the south of here in the wastes. I have heard of this. And you think there is something connected to your plague there, correct?
Yes, we do.
Excellent. Well, my friends, it has been a most interesting night. If you will pardon me, I must go, but please finish your dinner.
Well, thank you for a very lovely evening.
All right, he stands up and departs.
After he leaves, Stormweaver's like, "Is that who we were here to talk to?"
If you ask me, I think I'm being pretty short, but I don't trust him.
A group of grim-looking warriors starts to fill the room. There's a good number of them. There's 18 of them. They file into the room, and you notice they've cut off the one exit.
Maybe I'm not so short.
So we're going to start
the
with
tallest
Winnie.
one here.
Winnie, what do you do?
I will. I
These
guess
guys
I
have
was
their
going.
blades out.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a stealth roll and see if I can like slip to the shadows against the wall or somewhere and try to be unnoticed.
Okay, roll stealth. Okay, you don't hide from them, but that you do get to name an advantage, a boost for yourself. So you can say something like, "We'll do unexpected movement," or something like that, and you could invoke that for free to get a +2 on your next round.
Okay. So
Sound
that'll
good?
work. Yes. Yep. Sounds good.
All right. Stormweaver, you're next.
So I'm guessing they seem fairly hostile.
Generally, guys don't have grins like that and their blades out because they're friendly. Nope.
Okay. So, definite attacking.
All right, so you're just jumping into attack. Go for
Yes.
it. Love it.
Now, what I'm wondering is if they're wearing metal armor, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if I hit rapport, I should be able to shock them. Or
Yeah.
at least one or some of them. I don't know how this works,
Yeah, you
honestly.
can hit a few of them. There's a lot of them. So
Okay. So I will hit rapport and see what that gets me.
holy crap. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here's what happens. You unleash a blast of lightning that fries 3 of them in their armor. They just fall to the ground, smoking as skeletons.
Ooh.
All right.
Yay.
So now, Aaron, what do you do?
Um. Hmm.
Turn into a cat. Turn into a cat.
Well, yeah. I was planning on doing that. Not gonna lie, but I don't know what I was gonna do after the fact. So, cool. Well, yeah, we turn into a cat. So we'll get that out of the way.
The men swear an oath, and right now you have created the. Actually, roll your rapport for this.
Report. Where's that again?
Hang on, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. Give me just a second. Let's get Aaron their character sheet up here. Okay. In your case, it would be will. So roll your will.
Yikes.
Okay. And let's see. Okay, the men
Dang.
will not touch you. Okay, so you have created the advantage for anyone to invoke for a +2 that basically these men are terrified that you're a cat.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, then actually, I would like them to kind of take front and center as front and center as can be. It says freak them out a little more.
Okay, well, you can do that next round.
Yeah, so train to cat was my action then, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Agroth,
then next one.
what is your action? What are you doing?
He will leap and attack the closest person next to him.
Okay, roll fight.
Oh man, we get to watch a teenager fight.
Teenager fight, no! Why do I picture him as the kid from The Simpsons that said, if I had a girlfriend, she'd kill me?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I know that one. I'm just picturing a kid with a red afro and glasses.
That's perfect. All right, so Agroth, as you swing at the at the guards, they part with expert skill, and you are off balance. So that will affect you for the next round or two.
Good lord.
No, they are wearing armor, so and they are trained fighters. All right, so let's see. Now it is Ale's turn. Ale, what are you doing?
Well, this is clearly going to hell in a handbasket real fast. So, considering that 2 of the teammates are considering fighting, 2 of them are kind of staying out of the fight, and Ale is kind of just like stuck there. He's gonna do what he is pretty much set to do, and that's help in any way he can. So, kind of like more of a support thing. He probably would like do a lore roll to like probably make an advantage against them or whatever roll that would be.
Yeah, roll lore, and you want to create an advantage for your allies.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh shit. That's my lowest roll so far.
Okay, you managed to it's hang on, let's see.
probably like freeze 2 of their feet or something.
Actually, with lore, instead, what you're doing is you've given your allies you used a bit of history, you remember, to allow your allies to be in a stronger formation. So everybody gets a free invoke of strong formation when you fight next.
Nice.
Okay. Now it is the attacker's turns.
Oh crap.
And yes, one of them wades into Stormweaver because they're like, this is the dangerous spellcaster. Stormweaver, you will need to roll athletics.
Okay, athletics. You also mentioned that that I have to say if someone hits me with like a metal thing that it may shock them. Like there's a chance of that happening.
Yes, there is a chance. Generally, I'm going to do that when they score really low. When they roll really low and it's just like,
Okay,
death
so
to them instead of stress to you.
athletics and not physique, right?
Right. Well, physique is if you just want to tank it. Athletics if you want to dodge or parry.
I prefer physique because that's a bigger chance of him like hitting
Okay.
the armor, which would shock.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh,
Okay, you take
crap.
3 shifts of stress. So, and since you've got so much physique, you can actually mark your 3 stress box under physical.
all right.
Which is what you just did.
Yeah.
Okay. So this mob, while paying attention, okay, so they're all paying attention to Stormweaver.
Thankfully, I have a
Wait.
thing that where they the second stunt I have says that I don't take any penalty grant bonuses to being outnumbered.
Yes, that is. I am taking that into account.
Yay.
All right, so Winnie, what do you do?
Um, I would. How many are there now?
There are 15 of them.
15. Um, can I use notice to tell, like, if we can determine if one is the leader or the one, the one calling the shots?
Yes, you can. All right. Yes, you do find the captain. The captain is calling the shots. So, what do you want to do now that you know this?
I want to use mind games
Yeah. All
and
right.
see if I can get him to call everybody off.
Okay, this is going to take a deceive roll.
Yes.
Go for it.
Any modifier?
No, no modifier.
Just make. I was hoping. Yeah, of course not.
You may use your free invoke of their off balance thing. And
Yes.
actually you can invoke you can get up to +6
Okay.
this round without spending a fate point, so.
Okay. That sounds good. I'll use it.
Okay. All right. So you're just going for +6.
Yes.
Okay. You didn't actually get him to go, but you've caused 3 more guards to desert in terror. Because you managed to confuse everyone and just stress them out to the point where they're like I said, they're terribly confused. They're running away, screaming. So you have reduced things down considerably. There are now 12 left. All right, Stormweaver.
Okay. So let's see. So I guess it's more likely to hit more people if I use electricity than just use fight.
It depends. No, fight. It depends. I mean, you can use magic or fight.
Oh, okay.
Choose well, and honestly, since you are a two-bladed murder machine, um, you have a good chance of knocking out a bunch of people.
All right. I'm definitely gonna use fight this time because I have a thing that's nice for that. Um,
Yes, you do.
Nobody's attempted to hit somebody else. I'm guessing.
Not yet. They're
Okay.
scared of you.
Okay. I will
The
roll a
big
fight.
dragonoid that electrocuted a bunch of guys. Okay. All right, they attempt.
Oh
Ooh.
lord.
Okay, they parry. They parry very well. These are expert bladesmen. You can tell that. They are altogether they're a match for you, maybe. So, Aaron, everyone's terrified of you. What do you want to do?
Actually, I thought that I'll try to attack. Yeah. Possibly use magic.
Okay.
I just don't know
You,
what. I just know
you should
magic would be good.
you should totally run up to them and see if you can scare them out of the room.
Oh,
Like go go try to rub them against their legs.
oh,
Oh,
forgive me for interrupting, but didn't Aaron get some sort of like way to contact all of the cats to help him if he was in
Oh
danger?
my gosh, that's right. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, you make the call, and within okay, we'll have to wait for next round. Okay, so you make the call. That's your action.
Yes.
No roll needed. Agroth, what are you up to?
Is he having to dodge or fight anybody because he just swung and missed?
No, they're ignoring you. They think you're a pimply faced teenager dressed funny, and you have done nothing to really harm them.
So I want to do like an illusion,
Okay.
and I want to try to make Aaron like the biggest cat that they have ever seen.
You know what? Roll deceive.
nice.
Okay.
I think
And
that's the
they get
highest
to
any of us has
resist
ever
that at
rolled.
mediocre. Okay, they run terrified from the room. You hear them calling for reinforcements. Winnie, you did notice that the vizier left through a panel in the other side of the room. An
Okay.
investigate roll would let you find the way to operate this.
Okay. Or not.
No, actually, you find it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you actually
Well.
do it. Nice.
Okay.
The difficulty wasn't that high for it.
Okay. Good.
Okay, you
Um.
find yourselves in some secret tunnels. Who is going first?
I'll go first.
I am a bit injured, so I'd prefer not going
Actually,
directly
you're
first.
that was the end of that scene, so everyone's stress is gone.
Oh, okay, never mind. I can go like first.
All right, so Agroth, you want to go first, or Stormweaver?
Either I don't care. I'll go.
No, Ale is going to end up taking the rear up again after he kind of reclaims himself after seeing the biggest cat ever, and is like overcome with like the joy in his glistening eyes before he realizes, oh wait, that's Aaron. I gotta stop.
Nice. All right.
Beautiful.
All right, so Agroth, I need you to make an athletics roll as you head down this dark, twisting passageway. Agroth, your body takes force stress. So you can take 3 and add a mild consequence. Basically, a huge blade shot out of the wall into your midsection.
You cannot keep a
Awesome.
body alive worth a shit, can you,
Yeah.
Chad?
So I'll take a.
But it's a mild consequence. You could say just a flesh wound.
I mean, at least your arm's not off, so.
So
I
after
couldn't change
that
my word for
happens,
that.
Winnie said, pretty much calls out and says, "Stop, everybody!" And I want to use a burglary roll to see if I can
Nice.
detect any other traps or anything else about these times.
Actually, you'd need notice to find the traps and burglary to disarm them.
Okay. So let me use notice first.
Okay, yes, you do find that in the next room there is a deadfall trap that would just crush everyone.
Okay.
You can't really disarm it, but you have marked it out so no one can step on the pressure plate.
Okay. Will always a way out, which gives me +2, help at all?
Well, no, because you've figured out how to circumvent the trap in this room.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
All right. You lead them through the twisting passageways, searching and looking. By the way, Agroth, your stress has gone away, but the consequence remains.
That's fair.
And as you all enter a massive chamber, it's big subterranean stalactites, stalagmites. On one side, there is a very, very, very deep chasm. You're not sure how deep it is. And Ale and Stormweaver, you recognize the smell in here.
Mm-hmm.
There's some sort of member of dragonkind living here.
Oh, those are draconic.
Son of a dragon tooth.
Winnie, are you going to scout ahead stealthily?
Yep, I was gonna ask you if I can do like another notice roll and see what I can find out. Or would that
roll
be
stealth? Stealth.
okay? Of course, I am not having luck tonight.
Do you want to spend a fate point to re-roll that garbage?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah, so you're invoking Unaligned Fate Trickster and
Yes.
rolling stealth again. Because, shit, that was bad.
Nope.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Winnie, as you
is just
fly
not Winnie's
in, you
night.
flit, everything's fine. You land on a rock, and then the rock's eye opens.
That's not normal.
Then there are 14 eyes looking at you
Okay, that's definitely not normal.
as a massive 7-headed hydra has been awakened.
Oh.
Aaron kind of just goes, ah!
Oh.
Would we know what like I'm sure we'd probably know a bit about hydras, considering they're
You do.
draconic.
Yeah, you do.
Do we know how they're aligned, like specifically with the
They
Dragonite
tend to
tribes?
be hateful, grumpy, awful, nasty beings that just love causing suffering.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that.
They're kind of like the bad relatives in the dragon family.
Could we use lore to think of anything about them that would be like some sort of like behavioral flaw or weakness?
To make an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. I will let... Who's going to roll lore, and the other can help.
I've got the highest lore.
He's better with lore.
Okay, so you're giving a +2 Stormweaver is giving a +2 to Ale.
Okay.
Roll.
Nice.
Very nice. You now know, and this is an advantage that can be invoked, you now know that hydras are extremely vain.
I wonder if yelling insults at them during battle.
Your mother was a snowblower.
Or empathy, to flatter it.
It would
That's
actually that'd be
also true.
rapport, and you are very good at
rapport,
that,
yeah.
Winnie.
I mean,
Yeah, well,
so
especially since I'm sitting on its eyeball or whatever.
On its nose, one of the
On
noses.
its nose, yeah,
I'm sure someone would need to tell Winnie this, however, which it could probably hear. So they would probably know that they're attempting to trick them if we tell her that.
You're talking about logic in a fantasy game?
You got seven lore skill. I'm gonna say that you made sign language at Winnie, and Winnie understands. Okay.
I did. So yeah, Ale surprisingly surprises everyone with his knowledge of sign language and just signs over at Winnie that it is extremely vain, and Winnie somehow can read sign language.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a rapport.
Well, if you get
roll.
a seven roll, it's just that. Okay, go ahead, Winnie.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Yay. So I try to flatter it.
Okay.
Oh, what many heads you have.
My, what pretty eyes you have, Grandma.
I'm not your grandmother. But I do like the compliment. Yeah, we like the compliment
That
quite
was
a lot.
adorable.
They have different voices.
I have never met a Hydra that is as impressive as you are.
Yes, we are rather impressive.
Am I distracting it enough so the others, so I can wave behind me and tell the others to move to try to go the other side of the cavern?
Yeah, okay. To do that, okay.
What large teeth you have?
You are going to need to roll. You're going to need to roll your stealth to help everybody across.
I mean, why?
Okay. Oh God.
Okay. You can invoke Fey Trickster.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's. Oh, and the advantage that the Hydra is very vain, so you get +4. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So everybody, are you guys moving across the chamber?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ale's keeping an eye on Winnie to be sure that everything's okay.
You're a lovely little thing, says one of the heads and bats its eyelashes at you.
Oh,
It has eyelashes.
why, thank you. I would have never have imagined being noticed by
Well,
by one such as yourself.
we would just eat you up, but you're charming and sweet, and we'd rather like you. Yes, we like her quite a lot. Yes.
Oh no, they might try to keep her.
Oh God.
Oh,
So
well,
now you have to convince the Hydra that if you love something, you must set it free. The difficulty on that will be 4.
Okay. So would that be a rapport or
That would be a
deceit?
rapport roll
Okay, good.
because you're just schmoozing with this dragon. You could spend another fate point and invoke a trickster.
Yep.
Otherwise, we're gonna have.
All right.
If it means we all get out alive.
Why, certainly. And do come back. Oh, yes, do come back. We would love to see you again.
Oh, why, thank you. It's been a pleasure talking with you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You take care.
All right,
I look
Winnie.
forward to seeing you soon.
Winnie, you have an opportunity.
Oh dear.
If you want to, you can make a successful burglary roll to steal something from this critter's hoard.
So I
Okay.
take it that as I'm like backing up, that something shiny catches my eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Why you gotta tempt a trickster like that?
I have to do
It's a
it.
dragon. They sit on giant piles of money. What do you think? The dragon's at a disadvantage to see you.
Yay.
All right. You breathe a sigh of relief as you pull a small bag from the hoard and make your way to the far side of the chamber.
Did you just? So I take it she returns to the group.
Yes.
With a bag.
Did you seriously just steal from the Hydra's hoard?
Wait. Go. Get out of here before it changes.
It's okay.
So, all right. So now that we're on the other side of the cavern,
Yes.
what do we do? What do we see next?
What you see next is you are in a series of prison cells.
Are there prisoners in there?
There's one. He's grown a long, bushy beard. His hair is unkempt, and he's chained to a wall.
It's Jafar again. Because in the movie, he was also an old man.
No, this is not an old man. This is a young man.
Oh, okay.
I just pictured Nathan from Drawfee's pick character. Just wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Just.
Oh, well, God. I guess before we go any further, I want to do a. I guess would it be an investigate or a notice roll to kind of see if what other than the one person in the cells, is there anything else that of importance that is?
No, not really.
Around there.
Aaron is actually gonna go to the prisoner and like, sir, how long have you been here?
I know not. I've been locked down here for a long time, I think. A day and night mean nothing in this black pit.
Why are you here?
My minister Conlat has trapped me here. I am Sultan Kalim, ruler of Ulthar, but I do not know. I am ruler of nothing now.
Who was your minister?
What was that question?
Oh, I'm sorry. Who was your minister?
Vizier Conlat. I took him in because he was a wise man and advised us in ways to stop the desert nomads. But then he drugged my wine and trapped me here. I don't know who's ruling in the city now.
It is actually he. We just had an encounter with him just a little while ago, which is how we've come to this place. He sent
If you are not
many guards.
hallucinations sent by him, then please free me. I beg of you.
It's probably better than someone who's pro-plague.
Are there keys around anywhere?
No.
We don't need keys. I have the skeleton key for everything.
Yeah, Winnie just goes up to this really complex lock, touches the head of the key, the eyes of the skull glow, and the lock falls off.
Nice.
Key, we don't need no stinking key.
Ale moves ahead and, like, if the door is open, of course, he walks in and checks on the guy, asks him if he's injured or not.
He looks malnourished. You can see he's been given kind of a nothing but a rice porridge. to eat. So
Probably looks a little dehydrated too.
yeah, he is.
So could I
If
probably? Well, I mean, could I probably do a lore roll to like conjure some water for him to drink or
You don't
something?
have to. You don't have to roll for that. You do so, and he drinks it gratefully. He's like, "Thank you, thank you, kind sir. I do not know your names, but I am pleased that you found me."
my Lord Sultan, if you would accompany us and help us out any way that
Yes.
you can, um, we would be more than happy to see if we can do something about the vizier and restore you back to your rightful place.
Yes, I think if I can get to the people, I can show them that I am their true ruler. So yes, let's get out of here.
There is a Hydra in that direction?
No, we can up ahead. This opens out into the there's a desert entryway here to the north. All right, so he's hobbling along, trying to get feeling back in his legs from being chained up for so long. When you all emerge, who's going first?
Not me.
I guess I'll go.
I was gonna say, I guess I may, that way I can continue kind of check for traps
Oh, okay, yeah.
and
Ale's kind of,
whatnot.
since he's having a little bit trouble with his feet because he hasn't been on them all that often. Like he's Ale's letting him lean on him as kind of like a
Fabulous.
crutch.
Get a fate point for doing so, by the way. All right, so Winnie, roll notice. Up ahead, you see daylight, and you know that you find that standing outside is a group of ruffians. They're armed to the teeth, and they appear to be waiting for someone to emerge from there.
But they don't notice us, as far as you can tell.
No,
Or
you
they
know
don't.
they don't notice you.
Okay, good.
You're a freaking professional at this.
I'm just making sure.
So sneaking around armed men is something you're very good at.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
So I stop and tell everyone that there's a group of there's a group of men out there that are armed and waiting for something.
Can I turn to a cat and then just like walk out there to freak them out and they can sneak off?
Yes, you can. All right, Aaron. You've shapeshifted into your cat form. Now you must make.
Oh, I do have a quick question. Since you
Yeah.
called the other cats earlier, did anything ever kind of come up on that?
Well, I guess you'll find out.
Okay.
Okay, as you exit, the men are terrified. Aaron, you may roll. Just roll a mediocre roll, because it's intimidation or provoke, which you don't have. But the difficulty is 0. As long as you get over 0, you succeed in frightening the men. All right. You may spend a fate point and invoke. Actually, the mother's collar with the golden bell on it, because I assume in your cat form you have that on.
Yes.
All right.
Then yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Okay, the men fall back, shrieking, as you hear from the city that the vizier is dead. You hear screams of that.
Oh.
We just talked to him, right?
Yeah?
We were chasing him.
As you enter the city again, from where you are, you notice that the cats are all sitting around licking their chops. And they seem to be refusing to eat the food that the people have left out for them.
Okay,
Oh, so that's it.
Aaron, Aaron goes up to whatever the closest cat is, and it's like, well, hey, what's going on?
We cleaned out the palace of the vizier and his men. You called for us, and we came.
Oh, okay,
The
thank
Siamese
you.
cat licks her paw daintily. You notice a
Uh,
disturbing fleck of blood on one cheek.
Aaron just kind of does it. Actually, Aaron really, really doesn't know what to say, and looks back at everyone else, and it's like, hey, I'll be right back,
You should go
and
to the
then
tower in the Sultan's palace. The Sultana is there. She's alive and well. We didn't eat her.
okay, I'll do that. Thank you. And then Aaron goes off and is gonna jump on someone's shoulder who doesn't mind.
I wouldn't
Uh,
suggest Stormweavers because of the discharge thing.
Yeah, I know. That's why like avoiding Storm Reaver particularly.
well, Winnie's a bit small. You got
Yep.
Agroth and Ale to choose from.
Just jump on Agroth and be like, they uh they ate them. Uh, yeah.
They ate him.
They ate um that guy, and we need to go to the tower.
Is the other guy still with us?
Yeah, the Sultan's with you.
Agarth looks over at him and was like, easy for you, bud.
I would say so. I did not know that your friend was part of the cats. Nothing like this has happened in 100 years, so I thought the thing about not harming a cat was simply kindness, not this.
Fate works in mysterious ways.
Indeed, it does.
Let's get you home, my Lord Sultan.
Yes, yes. Home. Everyone in the town looks a little bit traumatized by this turn of events. A lot of people just saw cats descend and eat an entire palace full of people. There are some shiny white bones here.
Aaron, you have some strange friends.
Aaron just nods.
All right, so um, the Sultana is released. The Sultan gets cleaned up, shaves, and he's basically saying, I will reward you. Anything that is mine, simply ask, and I will give it to you."
Do you have any more coffee?
He claps his hands. Servants bring coffee.
Ha!
Stormweaver, you remember what happened last
Aaron's very
time?
confused.
Um, so I do want to talk with him and uh, let him know, about our predicament and the plague, and ask, and kind of ask me of his knowledge and see if he knows anything of it.
I know very little of the land south of the river. generally here we simply we stick to the river because to the north of us is a stretch of desert. To the south is hard pan, and then it gives way to grasslands. Um, my scouts I have sent down there, the ones that return, are usually quite terrified by what they have seen. They speak of strange beast men, creatures with octopus heads that cannot die.
Cthulhu?
Something Lovecraftian, I imagine.
What about in the city? There has been the boogeymen that have been stealing children. Do you know anything of them?
No, this is new to me, but apparently all manner of villainy was afoot while I've been imprisoned.
There was a giant spider, he says, drinking coffee over there.
Ale puts a hand on his shoulder. Surely gets shocked.
Probably.
Yes, you get shocked. Actually, your electric discharge blows up an oil lamp nearby. So take a fate point for that. Storm.
And then
Okay.
the only other thing I would ask of you, my Lord Sultan, for the time being is would you be able to provide us with provisions and a mode of transportation to help us on our
Yes.
way when we do
Provisions and my
venture
finest
south?
horses will be yours.
Specifically for me, as it is made aware, I am a healer. Would there be any healing equipment that would be given?
Yes, I will make sure that my court physician brings you medicines.
Excellent.
Okay, so under your extras, Ale, list basically well-stocked medicine bag. That gives you a +2 to a given roll.
Well stocked
Healing.
medicine bag. It's not stalked as in stalking. It is STOCKED.
Actually, the Sultan is looking at you, Agroth, with great interest. He's like, "What manner of clothing is this you wear? I find it wonderful to look upon."
I don't really think Agroth would know how to respond. He'd just kind of look at it and be like, "It's what he was in when I took him."
You are a very strange man, Agroth. But who am I to judge? So you are welcome in my kingdom. I do not know what you mean by taking... I assume you took the clothing.
Okay, so
Agroth smiles at him and he's like, "You can say that."
so
Your theft and misdemeanor is forgiven.
so no one in the group knows Agroth's true origins or true form. So they don't know he's it's a demon, right?
They probably think he's another
changeling.
He could be. Honestly, Aaron probably knows he's a demon, but Illyriel has talked about friendly demons before. They're not all bad, you filthy racists. He's just a foreign exchange student from very far away. From down under.
A land called 1982.
Yes, that's what we'll call it.
Real quick, that well-stocked medicine bag, it gives me +2 to what?
+2 to any of your lore rolls for healing.
Okay.
And it can be used 3 times.
And it can be used 3 times. +2 lore regarding medicine. And then put a 2 out of 3 beside it. Or 3 out of 3 beside it.
Okay.
All right, Agroth. In your extras, your your new pal, the Sultan, has given you a wicked-looking scimitar.
Nice.
Aaron, you are given a bag of catnip.
Yes.
Gonna have a high kitty.
Yes. Winnie, you are given a Oh yeah, okay. You are given a dagger sized for you.
Okay.
But it's definitely jeweled all over, and it gives you a +2 to impress people with your wealth.
I'm sorry, I just loved how Freya was just like, okay.
I was kind of picturing something the size of a pushpin. So, like, her stabbing someone with it.
Something like made with. Imagine something that small, but made with a filigreed platinum hilt
Yep.
with a ruby set in it, and then a diamond for the pommel.
Yeah. And, and as my eyes, light up, and
Yes.
I mean, you gotta love girls with a penchant for kleptomania.
You gotta love it. All right, so now for him, we need to see what the hell did you get from that dragon's hoard?
Stormweaver just got coffee from the Sultan.
No, Stormweaver, you got your own personal servant that will make you coffee.
Sweet.
You got a coffee master. So put that under your extras.
Really?
We got a new friend.
You have Yusef the coffee master.
Yay.
This is magical.
What exactly is it?
Oh no, he's a guy.
Oh, they gave us a guy.
Yes,
It literally follows you around and makes you coffee.
I got a
I love
barista.
your own portable barista. Let's figure out. Let's figure out like a magic spell that makes him like pocket size. You can put him in a little pocket or something.
I think that's how you spell barista.
Yeah,
You know what?
and
Aaron might be able to do that.
and Yusef is YUSEF, right?
Yeah, YUSEF. Yeah, that's the closest romanization you need. All right. So I'm going to the big book of weird stuff.
I can't believe you got a barista. I can't believe you just got a new friend, basically.
Yep. I don't know if he's a friend. He's also a serf. So, take that for what it is. Yes,
mean
my
by
lord.
serf?
A servant.
Oh, okay.
He won't be he basically won't be running around. He won't run into battle for you. In fact, he'll probably hide and scream, not in the face. But
No, my coffee beans! They're imported!
On the dice roller, roll a 100-sided die, a D100.
I'm so happy.
For me, please.
Really? 13.
Okay. Inside that little velvet bag is something you recognize. It's called an Aegis amulet. And what it does is it will only work once, but when you are dying, when you're stressed out by lethal damage, you will return to life immediately and completely healed.
You gotta get out of jail free card, basically.
For that moment when you don't notice the trap.
Yes.
Alrighty. You all have reached a minor milestone, and you may change one one of your aspects or shift around one of your skills.
I'm good.
I almost want to change my with a bang, not a whimper
Uh-huh.
aspect.
Well, that's your trouble, so you can't change that quite yet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, just one of your 3 below that.
Okay, I couldn't quite remember. Okay, so the quick to anger, slow to forgive.
Okay, what do you want to change it to?
I don't know. I may have to think about that for a minute.
I will hand it to y'all. Y'all have some of the most creative ways of getting around challenges of any group, because I had statted out that Hydra. It was going to be a hideous, dangerous battle, and suddenly everybody like, let's flatter it. Okay.
I just went
Beautiful.
straight to picturing Donkey when he first meets Dragon in the first Shrek movie. Like,
Kinda. So,
If I can talk my way out of something,
yeah, I mean, it was great. I was just like, well, that's creative.
you're welcome.
We're gonna create an advantage. I'll use sign and I wouldn't have done the sign language thing, except you got like a 7, which is like a godlike level of success. It's like, well, I'm not gonna screw you out of that, so let's just go for this. We'll inject it with what Josh would call contrivium and move on.
I'm still really hung up over the barista thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like
you got Yusuf the barista.
You give someone who definitely is not royalty or nobility or knows anything about servants a servant.
Such are the advantages of saving royalty.
Right. It's just so.
Although what I really like is the fact that that Agroth is walking around in like the body of an 80s kid. I think that is probably one of the funnier images. It's like D&D player suddenly enters D&D. Okay, well, when he leaves that guy's body, it's going to be weird.
Oh wait, so we just slipped into Stranger Things? Is that what you're saying?
No, actually, the Stranger Thing got hold of the kid and brought it to this world, where it's like, this isn't at all Stranger Things. This is way weirder. What the fuck is going on?
I hope that kid makes it.
Why does this dragon guy have a barista walking around?
And what the hell is a barista?
And who's that giant creepy bastard in the plague doctor mask? What is going on?
Wait a second. Is that a guy with cat ears and a tail? What?
Speaking of which, Ale does have to heal that flesh wound on Agroth's stomach.
Yes, actually, I'm going to say you did that, so you lose that that consequence, Agroth. Ale's taking good care of. I'm going to come up with a random name for your 80s kid. Unless you've got one, Agroth.
I was gonna say like Eugene or something like that.
Okay, yeah, Eugene McGillicuddy.
McGillicuddy.
The red-headed afro glasses wearing braces having 80s kid with a Walkman.
What exactly is a Walkman?
Okay,
CD player.
Oh, okay.
no, actually, it was a tape player back then.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Cassette tapes.
I had to leave it in millennial terms for Skylar's innocent mind.
I know what a tape is. I was born before you.
Man, he's gonna be so pissed when he gets back and finds out his parents sold his 8-track.
Is he even going to be able to get back?
Well,
a
we
good
don't
question.
know. I mean, Agroth tends to be a little hard on the bodies he takes over.
Like I said, he can't keep one alive. So far, he's gone through like multiple different bodies, and I think like 2 of them have been killed.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty awesome about Agroth. Is Agroth's like, well, that was painful. I also like how you can animate the dead bodies for a while. This is likewise fun. So you can weekend at Bernie's things.
I like the headphone.
I am totally going to do that. There'll be an adventure where you have to make someone appear alive. All right.
All right. So I think I'm going to change that one aspect to you catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
Nice. I like it.
That would be a thing
Since
she
that's
would
what
learn today.
that's what Winnie has learned. Yep. So that's what something Winnie has learned.
Winnie has learned that being friendly to people, even if you don't mean it, is more useful.
Really, you have to think of something for Ale, because like he is completely a support person. Like he has fight, but it's like so low. He'll end up dying if he starts fighting.
No, not really. I mean, Ale is he's a dragonoid. He's not gonna go down easy.
He also has rapport, so you could use the ice like you did before.
This is true.
Yeah.
Rapport's pretty high.
Yeah, flinging ice through somebody's face really helps.
So yeah, ice and water and such like that.
And of course, if I get that one perk where I can strategically like break things apart. What was it? Like if I can
the surgical
the reverse surgery or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Reverse medicine.
Yes.
And
reverse medicine.
I can just start shooting icicles into people's pressure points or something. Oh, you needed that Achilles tendon? No, you don't.
What was it? It was in Firefly, I think, where the shepherd. They're like, "You're gonna kill people, shepherd?" He's like, "Bible's against killing. It's a mite fuzzy on kneecaps, though."
Oh, that was a good episode.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much. This was really, really fun to run, and I look forward to next week.
Yeah.
And thank
Same.
you. I love this. I am so excited for my barista. I hope he has like a character arc.
Oh yeah. I'm working on Yusuf's character sheet as we speak. Although this is always the thing. Like there was this wonderful thing about being a GM that I found. It's like, okay, so you have this carefully crafted NPC who's glowing in the corner. And then they're like, okay, who else is in the tavern? Oh, I don't know, a goblin named Sam Smorkle. I'm going to go talk to Sam Smorkle.
Yeah, that glowing guy could be relevant to this story, but I want to talk to the goblin. That probably has no relevance.
He has a funny name. I want to talk to him.
That's right. All right, guys. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
See ya, Tina.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Have a good night.